Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and not exactly the start we are looking for. 0-2 for the Indiana Hoosiers. Remember, we're one of the weaker teams in the conference, so not saying it's expected, but you know, we really had to overachieve to beat these top 25 teams, especially going up against 2 to start the season. So man, let's just look at our recruiting board here, because we have a definite sight of holes that we need to fill, and one of them is definitely the quarterback position. I cannot believe how inaccurate my guy has been as starter. He's a senior and he's very, very inaccurate. So Bill Ray still our #1 guy, and the only thing about him is that, man, we are behind Michigan State here. We are competing with a powerhouse, and right now they have a bigger bonus than us. We're behind, we're in second place, but at least it's a 2-man race, so we're not completely out of it. Let's look at the rest of these guys. Nick Francis, a 71 overall quarterback. Let's look at his rating. So let's just scout him. Let's see what he does. So it looks like he's expected to be better than what he is. 66 speed, only 80 throw power. I mean, we're not really looking at high-end guys here. We're gonna have to possibly go after somebody that's not currently on our board. This guy isn't bad. He's got 88 speed, 86 acceleration. Let's just scout the rest of his stuff. So 68 overall. I mean, he's just okay. So let's just look at what we can bring in on the recruiting board. So we actually find a interesting athlete here. So this guy has 92 speed, 84 acceleration. Like I said, I don't know what is up with this lower acceleration and speed, but 91 man coverage as a freshman, that is just unheard of. And look at it, he has 81 spectacular catch, so meaning he can probably play offense or defense. But man, with 91 man, we might be able, I mean, we had to stick him at defense. So right now he's interested in Florida. He's only 20% locked, so if we can just max out on him, see what we can get. He is from Iowa, so remember I said I want to make it tough on myself. I don't want to go outside of certain states, because let's be honest, I mean, if you're in California, you're not going to try to go to Iowa. Maybe if you're in Indiana, if you want to go to Indiana, you probably want to live in the Midwest, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa. So we're going to go after this guy. Let's offer him a scholarship right away. Let's put max points on him. Let's actually take points away from one of our other prospects, because there are a couple other prospects that we're probably behind in that we probably won't touch. So we're actually on a bye week right now. This is the 3rd week in the season. Let's just advance here to the next week, see where we end up. So after advancing another week, it looks like Stevenson, I mean he just jumped up. I mean, Florida looks like they took a huge lead. 1,000 points is a lot to make up. So I mean, recruiting is kind of tough right now because we're not winning. We're not getting much attention nationally. So I mean, honestly, it looks like this guy's just gonna be a waste of time to go after. So it looks like that 500 points in 1 week doesn't really pay off. So we should just focus on getting some of these guys. Look at Bill Ray. We keep slipping more and more when it comes to him. I don't know what it is. He's ready for his visit, so we might as well just schedule this visit. I mean, he's looking to go to Michigan State, so should we just schedule our visit for Michigan State? I mean, let's just do it. I mean, honestly, let's just schedule that visit for Michigan State. Maybe a win versus them could sway him. But right now, I mean, our top prospect is looking like Paul Stone, and he's not bad. 72 overall as a running back, not too bad. 68 carrying does worry me quite a bit, but honestly, not too bad. So let me just search for other prospects, see what we can get on our board. So at least we found a strong safety out of Florida. This is a pipeline state. Remember I said I didn't want to go too far, but at least this is a pipeline state, so I feel safe and I feel realistic doing this because a lot of Midwestern teams scout in Florida. So Jacob Graham looks like he's 89 acceleration, B speed at 80 zone. It looks like this is not a JUCO actually. This guy is just a regular incoming freshman. Jake Jefferson is actually a JUCO. Looks like he's an athlete. If we look at his statistics right now, 82 speed, 80 zone, 71 man. It looks like he can be a linebacker of some sort. So not a bad pickup here as a JUCO athlete. Maybe if I go harder after this Jacob Graham, you never know. Like I could possibly even convert him to a linebacker. You never know. If he can, his tackling is decent, 70, hit power is 71. Never know. So you know what, man? Let's skip past this recruiting, man. We're going up against Mizzou. So an SEC team, after being 0-2, we're going up against another SEC team. So, man, let's get into this game. We got to bounce back, man. We got to get a win here. Let's get it, Hoosiers. Let's go. So as you can see here, man, Missouri has a squad, 41 points on offense. They're averaging the #1 in terms of yards in the nation. So we really have our work cut out for us this game. This is going to be a tough matchup for our defense, especially since we give up a lot of points as it is right now. So getting this game started with Lego, getting an easy throw. We need to get his confidence up because last game was definitely a confidence killer. There he is finding Simi Cobbs. And one thing about Simi Cobbs, remember he started the year out as an impact player. He kind of lost that status because now it's been shifted a little bit. So it looks like actually they have it on 2 of our receivers here. That time we're finding Ian Thomas over the middle, and we do get the roughing the passer call, so it does move us up closer to the goal line. So here we are. We gave the man a new start. Devontae Williams comes off the bench and pretty much, man, takes over this lead role. And this is the biggest change I needed to make because my running game was non-existent. So I'm going to try to get Devontae Williams going. He has very great, like, I think he's playing great. I mean, he has great speed, great acceleration. That was the one thing I didn't get out of my starter before, like no acceleration. It just hurt when I tried to hit holes because the defense would just collapse so quickly. So here we are. Mizzou is coming out here on their next drive after scoring a touchdown. Indiana's up 7-0. Missouri's at the 50-yard line here, throwing a bubble screen, getting it to his outside receiver, Brown, and he's going to churn up to the 30-yard line on a 21-yarder. So on another 1st and 10, they're dropping back to pass, finding the tight end in the flat, getting out of bounds there on accident. So here they are on a 2nd and 3 in field goal range this time. Their guys are just running over our defenders, getting inside the 10 there. Crockett is just an amazing running back. He was running my guys over all game, but this time we get him stopped on a pitch play, so we do force them to settle for a field goal. So we get the ball back, man. We're in good position here. We're on the road. We got to run the ball, so we give the ball to Devontae Williams. A 8-yard gain there for him. So honestly, like a huge night and day change from Majette. Majette just didn't have the acceleration. As you can see here, we're getting them some passes here, getting them going in the passing game. This time we can't get anything going, so we're on 3rd and 13. Lego is going to drop back to pass, but this time he's going to find Hale. Remember, I told you that 2 of my receivers took over as impact. Hale is one of them mainly because he's our kick returner, and he plays really good in the slot. He had a pretty good game last game. He had his first career touchdown with us. So here we are on 3rd and 5. Lego is rolling out to the right. I probably had an open guy there on the out route, but I missed him. I seen it now in the highlights. So, but we do settle for the field goal. So 10-3 here in the second quarter, and their quarterback Drew Lock just absolutely destroys my defender there. And here on a 3rd and 5, we actually get the receiver caught up in a little bit of trying to do too much, and that time he falls back, stumbles, so we get them to punt on a 4th and 4. So now we're getting our playmakers involved. Simi Cobbs gets the end around there, so Devontae Williams, man, I'm telling you, such a great addition to my offense. It seems like it's just way better with him because now I can run the ball. I don't have to fully depend on it. They had to keep me honest on the ground and not just stick me up through the passing game. But we do have to punt there, so they do get the ball back in their own territory. The quarterback Locke is finding his receiver open for a 16-yard gain, and then he's finding Crockett for the screen there for another 10-yard gain. So Locke is looking pretty good. He's throwing accurate throws. Another screen pass to Crockett, and this time Crockett breaks a gang of tackles, gets a 12-yard reception. So Locke is moving the ball here on this drive, finding his receiver Hall over the middle. So now he's in field goal range. And on the 3rd and 7, Locke is going to do a play action read, throw it deep, but that's going to be out of the reach of his receiver. I sent a corner blitz on that one, so it forced a incomplete pass. So we do get them to settle for a field goal, but they do go into half, man. They get the ball at half, 10-6 lead for the Indiana Hoosiers here, and this has been the best sign we've had all year. And as you can see, I mean, just straight abusing the defenders. They're running over 2 guys, getting almost to the 50-yard. Look at this again. I mean, just straight abusing my guys. So they come back out on a 2nd and 12. Locke is going to have all day to throw the ball. He dumps it off to Crockett. Crockett runs upfield for a huge gain on the right side. And just like that, Crockett is just coming through for them. Once again, getting the handoff up the middle, almost for a touchdown. But on the next play action read, Locke is going to run in for the touchdown. And just like that, the lead that we had to start the game is relinquished to the other side. So we're only down 3. It's a very, very winnable game at this point. We need to just continue to run the ball because Devontae Williams is just running the ball like a madman. He's getting 8, 9, 7-yard gains consistently. So we just need to continue to give him the ball. So Lego finds a guy open. Here, this one is Harris, the other guy who took over as our impact player. And I'm not sure how much of an impact these impact player stars do to the players, but I remember back in like the old NCAA footballs, they actually used to have like a boost to their attributes, and I don't think it works that way anymore. So we do settle for the field goal there. So we tie it up at 13-13, but our defense is getting a little shaky. Locke is starting to find his groove, finding an open guy, but that time Scales is there to knock it away. That's going to be an incomplete pass. On a 3rd and 10, Locke is going to have all day to throw, and this was the one time where he finds a guy deep on the left side, and not sending any pass rush on that one definitely hurt me, because on the next play, Locke is going to find Hall there on the option. He's going to get in for the touchdown. So the Mizzou Tigers actually go up by a touchdown here in this 3rd quarter, but Lego, he's showing his leadership here, finding his receiver to the left side, and once again on the next play, giving the ball to Devontae Williams. Devontae Williams getting those 7, 8, 9-yard gains pretty soon, man. I mean, you just have a feeling he's going to bust a long one, and there it is, 12-yard gain back-to-back with Williams. And on the next play, Williams jukes, finds a hole, open lane for the touchdown. He skimps into the end zone, and just like that, man, Devontae Williams, night and day. The running game is finally alive, and just like that, we tie the game up at 20, but we have a tough task going up against this offense, because here is Locke finding his receiver Nate Brown on the outside there for a nice 20-plus yard gain, and on a 1st and 10, he's going to have all day to throw the ball. You see our ends pushing the guy there, but come on. Font drops an interception, and that could have gave us life on offense, but on the next play, they find the receiver Nate Brown deep on the right side. So now they're in that red zone, but Font makes up for the drop pick, and he picks the quarterback off here, giving the Indiana Hoosiers the ball back. So here we are, man. We're in the 4th quarter, tied 20-20. We just need to put through a good methodical drive, run the ball, pass the ball. Here we are, Devontae Williams getting the open hole, 14-yard rush there. So on a 2nd and 7, Lego with 3.5 minutes left is finding his guy deep over the left side. So now we're getting into field goal range here on a 3rd down, finding Harris on the curl route. What a great route that was. Ran the cornerback was absolutely full, and Devontae Williams finds another hole up into the red zone, and on the next play, a couple plays later, gets into the end zone. So Devontae Williams 3 touchdowns after taking Majet's spot. And just like that, man, we're up 7. They have a minute to drive the length of the field to tie this game up. And one thing, Locke is just locked in. He's making pinpoint throws. The play call is there. Timely screens, these draws. Crockett is running the ball well. So now they have under a minute left at the 50-yard line. So now there's 40 seconds left here. 3rd and 7. Finding Crockett in the flat, but we stop him before the first down. But on a 4th and 4, Locke is going to drop back to pass, have all day to throw once again. He's going to find his guy to the left side. I can't get there in time to break up the pass. So now they're inside the 20 with 12 seconds left. He's going to find his man Crockett. Crockett is going to run a guy over, get past the first down marker, so the time stops. So they go up to the line in a hurry up. So as you can see, the time is moving. So they have 1 play left at this point, and they try a screen play, and I sniff it out. I remember, man, they've been going to Crockett all game long. This time they try to get it to him, but I knock it away. And just like that, the Indiana Hoosiers get the first win on the season versus an SEC school at that. And what a great performance by Devontae Williams. I was so impressed with him. 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards, almost 150. And honestly, we played good in all facets of the game. We only gave up 20 points, which is actually, it's not too much in college football. I mean, in the NFL, 20 points might be a lot, but college football, that's a good game. So I'm excited. We have something to build off of. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, man. We're going into conference play next week. Let's get it.